outside service center. So this is where we run all the functions of the motorhome. Everything is all in one place. You don't have to fill the water tank up there and dump the tanks over there. And right here we have our optional macerator pump. This is a nice little option to have. It's already connected. You can pump uphill if you had to. I really like it. Just simply press a button and we would then pull our black tank first, which would then dump the black water tank. And then once that's dumped, then you would pull the gray tank and that washes the line out. In the event there's ever a problem with the macerator, we always include the 3-inch dump hose, so you're never going to be stranded. You can always still dump manually. This fits onto the end right here, and there's a little nut on the end here. You want to make sure you take that off before you put it into the 3-inch dump station and turn on your pump. Because if you don't do that, if you've ever seen the movie RV, you will be the next movie RV because you'll have a bit of a problem. Macerator pump, great option to have because everything's all connected. Right here is where we fill up our propane. That's done by a propane service center. So they're going to fill up that 15-gallon propane tank. And this is our black water flush right here. We would just take this off, hook up our water hose to here. You want to clean that black water tank 2 or 3 times a year. Next, we've got our satellite dish. So we have a great option of the Winegard T4 satellite dish that you can have on the roof, or you can have an outside portable dish if you desire, and you would plug it in there and you could have satellite dish inside the motorhome. This is your cable connection here. So if you have a campground that has cable, you just plug in there and then your TV's inside. So once again, macerator switch right there. You only turn that on when you're dumping your tanks. This is your propane turn off switch. So we have a remote propane fill, 15-gallon tank. So you're going to turn that on when you're using the motorhome, and when you're not using the motorhome, you would turn it off. If you're going on ferries or you're going on certain tunnels, you have to make sure that the propane is off. So right here is our water pump switch. So this is a great little feature to have. We have an outside shower hose here. It is designed to give you an outside shower with hot and cold running water. So you would just plug it in right like this. If you're dry camping, you would then turn on the water pump. And then you've got hot and cold running water, which is great if you have pets. If you do some fishing outside, you want to clean the fish outside. So pretty simple to use, and you got the water pump right there. If you're plugged into shore water, you don't need to do it. It's only if you're dry camping would you turn on that water pump. This little mechanism is kind of cool. It's designed to dump your freshwater tank. So you can put it underneath there, hook it into the little valve, turn it, and that will dump out your freshwater tank. Right here, we've got our freshwater pickup and our antifreeze pickup hose. So this is designed for winterization purposes. If you want to winterize the motorhome, you'd put this into RV antifreeze, turn your winterizing bypass valve here. You have to turn a couple valves on the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater. Turn on the water pump, it'll suck that antifreeze up through the lines. Or if you're dry camping, you need to add water to your freshwater tank, put this into a big jug of water, suck it up through into the freshwater tank. So that's a nice little feature to have. Here's where you fill up your fresh water. So this is kind of cool. This just pops open, and if you have your freshwater drinking hose, you'd run it up through here, you connect it up into here, and then you could bring water into the motorhome from shore water, or you can turn this valve and fill up your freshwater tank. And don't worry about overfilling the freshwater tank. We've got an overflow valve. It'll drip onto the ground, and then you'll know that your freshwater tank is full. Everything is all in one place. It's very simple to use. Once again, the beautiful curved wall. And right here, we've got our 30 amp shore power. If you're doing a campground area where you've got shore power, you plug that in. We've also got a built-in surge protector on there. So if we have bad power, if there's bad power coming out of our connection, it won't allow the power into the motorhome to protect all of our valuable electronics. Right here is our 3-way fridge, and these are your vents for them, so you want to make sure that you don't block any of the vents. Landscape window. Like, this is the most stealth motorhome in the world. Believe it or not, this is our slide out. It looks like the motorhome. It's going to slide out, and we're going to give us more living space inside the motorhome. Our storage bins come out with the motorhome. So if I forgot to take something out now when the slide out's in, no panic. I don't have to crawl underneath the slide out. Boom, I just take it when it comes out. So you're going to love that. Bring the slide out, it runs on 12-volt power, rack and pinion. We run 2 motors on it. We have 4 tracks or rails that support the slider on both sides. One on the top, one on the bottom, one on the top, one on the bottom. Worm gear operated. It's made just like the main motorhome. Vacuum bonded walls, roof and floor, aluminum frame walls and roof, steel frame floor. We have a 3 seal process. We have a wiper seal here, bead seal here, another bead seal here, squeezes tight. And as you see, when the slide out is in, it's stealth. You can't even tell the slide out. Boom, slide out comes out, and now I have all that interior living space. And as we mentioned earlier, oh, I forgot to take something out. I have to go underneath there to get it. No, because the compartments came out with the slide out. How great is that? Seriously, right there. And once again, you can close them and lock them with the leisure key. Above here, this is called a slide topper awning. We are in the wilderness here. There's lots of birds and droppings and leaves and things that could be on the top of the slide out box. And when it would come in, it would come into your home with the slide topper that prevents that from happening. Standard, absolutely fantastic. But come and look at how this is built. I always tell people, just count how many screws hold your slide out box together. 30, 32, 34, 36 on each side holds that together. Once again, vacuum bonded. Nobody builds the house. Nobody builds the house like we build the house. Once again, our integrated molded fiberglass, the transition area that slides into the chassis, makes it still aerodynamic, makes it look beautiful. Of course, we have our fiberglass front mask as well. Courtesy light for coming in and out of the motorhome. Absolutely fantastic. I like this. Look at this. So when you're filling your diesel, you want to open it, close the door, that way no diesel smell goes into the motorhome. So you're going to fill that up with diesel. And I like this, when it closes, it's locked. Nobody can get at your diesel. Molded integrated fiberglass step for getting in and out of the motorhome. Once again, our mirror slides in if we wanted to. Obviously, we've got the optional Alcoa aluminum rims on the front as well. But look how beautiful that looks. Look how aerodynamic that is. Right up here, we've got a sensor for all of our safety features on the Mercedes-Benz. This has got the brand new 2-liter, 4-cylinder, 2-stage turbo diesel engine with a 9-speed transmission, 208 horsepower, 332 foot-pounds of torque. So more power, more foot-pounds of torque. Fly. Thank you very much for watching the 2024 Unity FX, the Swiss Army knife of motorhomes. Lots of great exterior storage, lots of interior storage, great big bag, 2 TVs, big galley area, nice big lounge area in the back, expandable bathroom. It's the perfect 2-person coach. Check out our website. You can build and price this motorhome with the exact options. 8 different exterior colors, 3 different wood colors, 3 different interior fabric colors, 2 different countertops. You can pick all the different options. Also, make sure you visit a local leisure travel van dealer and see one in person. Take it out for a test drive, or come and see us at a local RV show. We try to do as many shows as we can throughout Canada and the United States. The sun is setting, and I think it is time to make a campfire, kick back and relax. Dean from Leisure Travel Van.